Hello everyone, this is John from Bottle Finance. Welcome back to our channel. We are with you on 2nd of May, and on this video, we are opening the week. Alright, first we will just talk about the expectation of this week and news of the recent week. Then we will just go ahead to our charts. As you know, everything is just kind of chaotic in this week because Russia and Ukraine stuff is evolving kind of not only to country, it's kind of evolving to world war. I'm not saying it will happen, but the way it is going, it's just like that. Western countries are just helping Ukraine because they see that if Russia just take over Ukraine, then the next step will be Poland or other countries, Moldova, maybe other countries, and then it will just encourage Russia for more land. And they don't want to do that. And Russia is just telling that, all right, like all the world is just against us, so it's the right. It's like the only time if we just accept the defeat, they will just go ahead and then they will just pinch us. It's just two different scenario for two sides. And at the end of this war, we may see a different world order. That's expectation. Because of this volatility, everything is changing, everything is chaotic these days. All right, these was the recent things. And on Saturday, we have received PMIs from China, manufacturing and non-manufacturing PMIs. Both of them are really worse than expected, and almost a few points more decline will just make it the first days of COVID. That's why global economies on the trend of a recession slowdown. That's making everything most. All right, that was the news. And what about the expectation? This week we have Fed meeting, and on the fourth of on Wednesday, and we have ADP data, we have balance rate of Germany, we have non-farm payrolls in US. So it's really important data release week. It will be a lot of volatility this week in the market. Let's start with our first chart. As you can see here, we are just starting with dollar index, and dollar index is just making kind of getting prepared to make a double top and decline. So what can happen, it can just go up a bit more until 4th of May, and then it can just go like this. It's also a possibility because the market is just right now pricing 0.50 base points, but after pricing is done, a bit easing is happening. That happened in March meeting, so expectation to happen in May meeting as well. All right, let's look at our second chart.
You are ready to win with us. GAN Markets.
All right, as you can see here, our second chart is gold, and gold is declining so perfectly. As you can see here, just returning from support and going up to resistance, from resistance going down and declining to the support line. It's just making zigzags between on this line. It's all happening like this. So what can we expect? Why it's declining? Because all is happening because of these 10-year bonds. A lot of investors are just selling the bonds and treasury bonds and just turning to cash. And as they are selling, the rate of 10-year real yield rate is rising, and some other investor in gold investment are choosing those high yield bonds. It's just a transition. Already having the bonds, or the people who have the bonds are selling, and the people who is holding gold is transitioning that one. That's why the price is on decline. And if this trend goes on, then if we see this was a try, and this will be another try, but these may be more harsh than the first trial, because next week there will be interest rate hike that will affect 10-year bonds higher levels, so we may see lower levels of gold in the coming days. That's why please just watch that carefully. All right, our last chart is US oil. As you can see here, US oil is also on decline. Main reason is China. China's economic slowdown means a lot of demand loss for global market. That's why it's on decline. But still, critical level is holding. Critical level, as you can see here, is $100 level. As long as we are above this $100 level, we may expect to go rise. Let me just show you this line. Yeah, on here, let me just show you this blue line. It just like this is kind of psychological level. It's 100 psychological level. Each attempt here, and just a short decline, but in here. So as long as we are over $100, we may expect this short-term bullish trend will go on. But if we just deep dive under, like below this $100 level, then we will definitely see lower level of US crude oil prices. Thank you so much for watching us. We will be together on more news. We will cover more charts with you. Have a nice and profitable week. Bye.